G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Okay, so we're talking about almost 8:30 and we're talking Eastern Daylight Saving Time. So there is still some light in the sky. If I pan slowly enough, you should be able to see the various lights around my camp. We're looking west at the moment, the sun's going down. Continuing to pan towards the east, where we actually see the full moon rising. If it's not full moon, it's the day after full moon. Okay, so the really bright light, the big one, that's the solar electric downlight. The smaller light on the other side of the trees, that one is the moon. And if we look really carefully, we can see the orb spider is starting to build tonight's web. I figure you can see the orb spider there. Last time I tried to film this, I only had 30 seconds worth. Tonight I have more time. As you can see, the spider is going straight down a vertically hanging thread. Onto a piece of grass. Now coming back up. Don't know whether that's the same thread or a parallel thread. Spinning web as it goes. Every night this goes on. It takes from 8:30 to at least 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock to build the web and hang the curtain. And I still have no idea where this spider hides during the day. I'm assuming it's somewhere up at the top of the Tower of Power, but I can't say for sure. A lot of people would think this is probably pretty boring, but to me, this is just as interesting as the kangaroos coming and taking bread in the morning. We've got an arachnid, a spider, making use of my pop riveted steel angle Tower of Power, as well. Hello, what are we doing now? I think we're hanging the inner cobweb anchor. Yeah, and this little spider every night hangs a curtain. What are you doing? Why are you going behind there? Okay, so I'm guessing that's where she hides during the day. Okay, there we go. Given sufficient attention, the orb spider shuts up shop for the night. That's something that I didn't know. Hmm. Okay, there's a time check. Okay, let's go and see whether 10 minutes has caused the spider to come back. There we go. The spider has returned. It doesn't really like being in the bright lights, but it's back. And I'm back, and I'm not going to make a mess of the web. It's pretty lovely footage, but what I'm going to do is back off now and leave the spider for a while and see if it'll keep spinning its web. So, ciao. I'll have another look after the 10 o'clock the 9 o'clock news. Okay, let's go and have a look. Okay, on the left we have the solar light. On the right we have the moon. Okay, and there in the solar light we have the spider weaving the circumferential webs of the curtain really difficult to get this to print, but there we have the spider still building the web, and if I go away the spider will probably continue. So now I go away for a bit. Back a bit later. Okay, let's go and have a look. Okay, so there we go with the solar lights shining on the web. And there we go with a little bit of sideline illumination. It's not a perfect web curtain, but when you consider the number of times that I've interrupted and there were some interesting wind gusts, and I would suggest the wind gusts may be responsible for the lack of symmetry here at the edges of the web, so to speak. But anyway, warbles on a lot to YouTube. There's the spider hanging in the web. Am I going to be able to get the web showing? There we go. I can see the web on my mobile phone camera, And over there is the full moon rising on the solar electric spider spinning its web. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Thank you for paying attention. Ciao.